Welcome everybody! Today I will talk about my first impressions of the Elder Scrolls Online beta. Please keep in mind that the footage you're going to see is from the beta client. That is not the finished product yet. So what can I tell you? My first point is definitely the graphics. The game looks beautiful. It's gorgeous. And it is really impressive what they did there, because I have an old computer and I can run everything on high and get a solid frame rate, and the game runs really smooth. It seems to be well optimized, which was really impressive to me. And also this leads into the fact that the world of Elder Scrolls itself is very rich in variety. So you have your snowy northern woodlands like in Skyrim, or your mushroom worlds like in Morrowind. And this huge variety is very well captured in the art style of the game and the graphics. And if you're a fan of the Elder Scrolls games, I can imagine that you will have a lot of fun just looking at the landscapes and exploring the interesting universe of Elder Scrolls. In addition, they added a lot of little details to the game just to create atmosphere. For example, if you're inside a house, it seems like the wind is rattling at the door, and it's like you can feel the wind blowing outside and it's cold. Also, if you are in the forest parts, then there's a lot of wildlife, like owls sitting on stones, wolves, rabbits and whatsoever. Also, the NPCs are reacting to you or are talking to each other, or even talking to you. For example, there was a captive I had to rescue, and when I came closer to him, he starts yelling, "Help me, isn't there somebody who can help me?" And this adds atmosphere to the game, and it feels like the world of Elder Scrolls Online is alive, and this is a thing I really like about this game. But there's more to it. I was really impressed by the huge amount of lore available in the game. Just in the first few hours I found so many books and notes with poems, cooking recipes, songs and just background story that I was overwhelmed, and it was mostly well written, so I enjoyed reading a lot of those. And if you're a lore guy and enjoy reading background stories in games and, for example, other universes from books or whatsoever, then you will have a lot of fun in Elder Scrolls Online just finding all of it, because it seems to be a lot of stuff available there. Let's have a look at the, to some degree, negative aspects of the game. I have to admit, the game is really solid and good and does nothing really wrong. But the main problem with the game are your own expectations. If you expect Skyrim's mmo-rpg, you will be probably disappointed. But if you expect a standard, solid and good mmo-rpg in the disguise of a Skyrim, then you will probably have a lot of fun with it. And this leads into another problem with expectations. If you expect the game to be something totally new you have never played and experienced before, you will be also disappointed. This game won't change the MMORPG genre. Therefore, it is too much like a hybrid between Guild Wars and World of Warcraft. If you really take some distance and look at the mechanics and how the game is built, you will see that a lot of elements you have played before. The game does a really good job at creating the illusion that it's different, but if you really look at it, it is not that much, at least from what I have played so far. But these well-designed illusions are everywhere in the game. For example, quests. Every quest or every dialogue in the game is voice acted, and also a lot of quests are connected to each other. So you're completing this quest and you meet this character, you help this NPC in another quest again, and so if you haven't helped him there, he won't be in this other quest. There are also some decision quests where you can probably decide which group to help. There's one group that has problems, if you help them they survive, but the other group dies. And if you decide to help the other group, it's the other way around. So your decisions or your making those quests feel meaningful. They seem to have an impact in the world. Maybe it's little, but still an impact, and this is very well designed. But if you are looking at the mechanics and breaking down what you are actually doing inside those quests and abstract them a little bit, you will see that you are doing the same thing that you have done in a lot of other MMORPGs before. Don't get me wrong, it's a damn good illusion, but it is still an illusion. Another problem with the game that isn't expectation based but is actually a real problem is connected to the collector's edition. So if you want to play the game, you have to buy the game itself for about $59 and you have to pay a monthly fee after the first month. That is about $15 a month. And when you think, hey, this is quite a lot of money that I have to spend for this game, but I have access to all content, right? No, you don't have access to all content because somebody there, I don't know if the publisher or the developers, thought it would be a very smart idea to create actually playable race exclusive for the collector's edition. We're not talking about a stupid hat or some cosmetics. It's actually content in my opinion, and this is just unacceptable. There are a lot more positive and maybe negative aspects to the game. I can cover all of them, and some of them I just haven't discovered yet because I'm not that far into the game yet. Of course, there's always a question about late game content. I have no clue how much late game content there will be available. I guess nobody really knows right now. The PvP so far looks promising, but let's just jump to the conclusion. In my opinion, The Elder Scrolls Online is a very good and well-designed MMORPG. They added a lot of little details and elements just to create atmosphere and to immerse you into the Elder Scrolls universe, and they did a phenomenal job at this. I really like the element that if you are reading the quest journal, your character actually is reading a book and other players can see this. This also works with a map, then your character reads the map, or with your inventory, then your character is searching a backpack, which is really awesome, and all this adds to creating atmosphere and it feels like the world is alive, there's always something happening. And this is a very big compliment to a game when a critic can say it feels alive, and here they did an exceptional good job. But if you have played MMORPGs for a very long time and you are just sick of the same formula and mechanics over and over again, then this game is probably not for you. Maybe if you are a big Elder Scrolls fan, you will get some fun out of it, probably a month or longer. But the more or the longer you play, the more you realize that you have done this before. The ability you just skilled, you have skilled before. The quest you just solved, you have solved before. The item you just found, you have found before. And this is a very unfair critique. I admit it. Because everything the game does it well to exceptional well. But if you're looking for something new, this is just not enough. And even if it is probably right on the edge enough for you, then you have to think about, is it worth paying $15 a month for it? My prediction would be, because there are a lot of Elder Scrolls fans out there, that the game will do alright in the first, let's say, 3, maybe 4 months, maybe half a year. But after this period of time, they will start thinking to get rid of their subscription fee and probably go free to play. Especially when the competition is rising with Star Citizen and EverQuest next. The problem is we are waiting for the chosen one, the next big MMORPG that changes everything. And I can see that Elder Scrolls Online, even if it is a very solid and good game, is this game. And this is everything I have to say about the game for now. So I hope you enjoyed the video, thank you for watching and goodbye.